mandatory evacuation order that more flooding could be on the way after a controlled release during the storm from 2 nearby reservoirs. Utility workers shutting off power to the area where about 300 people remain in their flooded homes. Steve Harrigan is live just outside the mandatory evacuation zone there in West Houston. Steve.
Arthel, in parts of West Houston, this water simply is not going away. Behind me, you can see Beltway 8. Beltway 8, a main commercial artery around the city of Houston, is now about 12 feet underwater. So you can imagine the headache Tuesday for commuters. You can see that clearance sign 16 feet.
Storm is now churning far out in the Atlantic. Meteorologist Adam Klotz is live in the Fox Extreme Weather Center, tracking Hurricane Irma's potential impact. Adam, say it isn't so.
Yeah, hey Mike, yeah, this is a big one. Yesterday, Category 2. Today, just in the last 24 hours, we're seeing it grow, we're seeing it organize. Now a Category 3 hurricane as you're looking at winds at 115 miles an hour. They've been gusting up to 140 miles an hour. It's been on the move, but slowly so, as this is moving to the west at 14 miles an hour. Still way out in the Atlantic, which means at 14 miles an hour, it is going to take a while until it eventually works this direction. But we're paying attention to it as it eventually runs into the Caribbean here in the next several days. As it does so, running over warm water, only going to strengthen. You're seeing a Category 3 storm now, but before too long, running up to a Cat 4. Wouldn't be surprised if this hits Category 5 status as it continues to work that direction eventually. What's our timing on this? Well, you're beginning to get to this point, so north of San Juan, north of Puerto Rico, areas of it, by Friday. So we still have a long period of time until we get there, but you notice it's strengthening. It's running in this cone of uncertainty. This cone means it could be anywhere in this path, the path of the hurricane. It could run south and run right over San Juan. It could run to the north and miss it entirely. We're hoping for a northerly path because that gives it a chance to turn away from the United States. Let's see how that could play out for you. Again, here's your storm back behind me. If we begin to think about the steering components associated with this, we have a big high pressure system out in the Atlantic. As it begins to head that direction, it depends on what winds it catches, but our possibilities here from Friday taking you over the islands, well, perhaps it turns right into the Carolinas. That's a possibility. It could also catch some upper level winds and spin out entirely, just heading back out to the ocean. Now, it is looking as though this is going to be an East Coast storm. We're just hoping that it's able to catch some of those winds, Mike, and maybe turn off, and folks won't have to deal with it at all. But it's going to be one we have to watch very closely because it's a big one.
So all eyes on Irma, and then hurricane season runs to what, Thanksgiving or so? Yeah,
we're peaking in September 12th, and even if I were to look back behind this storm, there's already a few more forming off the coast of Africa, so I have a feeling we're going to be busy.
Busy season for you. Adam Klotz, thanks a lot. Arthel?
Well, Mike, North Korea claiming it successfully tested a hydrogen bomb that it can mount on a missile that could hit the U.S. The Trump administration using some very tough language to threaten North Korea if its provocations continue. Ahead, an international security expert on what this all means for the U.S. and our allies in the region.
What are they doing? They're using automation to cut errors and build apps faster.
But why aren't they yelling? Yeah, where's all the chaos?
The frustration. The anguish. It's a modern software factory. We don't really do anguish.
It's date night and, nothing fits. You're just bloated from gas. I can see it, and I know you feel it. Take Gas-X, the #1 gas relief brand. It relieves pressure and bloating fast, so you can wear whatever you want. It's date night and, nothing fits. You're just bloated from gas. I can see it, and I know you feel it. Take Gas-X, the #1 gas relief brand. It relieves pressure and bloating fast, so you can wear whatever you want.
Sandals and Grill, Jamaica's most sought-after beach resort. Call 1-800-SANDALS.
It's back to school time, so make time for you.
Stay tuned for a special limited-time TV offer from Nutrisystem.
I'm Melissa Joan Hart, and I lost 40 pounds on Nutrisystem.
Be one of the first 500 callers and save $80 right now.
I'm Marie, and I lost 50 pounds on Nutrisystem.
Lose weight fast with Nutrisystem's Lean 13. Lose up to 13 pounds and 7 inches overall in your first month. Lose weight fast, money back guaranteed.
I have so much more energy.
Order your 4-week plan right now and we'll rush you Lean 13. Get specially selected meals, plus 1 week of Nutri-Crush bars to crush cravings free, and 1 week of Turbo Shakes to bust belly bloat free. Don't forget, be one of the first 500 callers and save $80 right now on Uniquely Yours, our most popular plan with over 150 foods.
This is your moment. Don't wait. Start looking and feeling great today.
Call 888-760-THIN right now and get Lean 13 with shakes and bars free and save $80.
Now at the Honda Summerbration sales event, you can get a great deal on a Honda Civic and keep things festive all summer long. Your unforgettable summer begins today with a trip to the Honda Summerbration sales event. The sun is setting on these amazing deals. Get a Honda Civic today from KBB.com's Best Value brand. Ends September 5th.
Lobbyists, special interests, corruption. We talk draining the DC swamp and how the president can get it done. It's a Next Revolution special you can't miss.
I won this 55-inch TV for less than $30 on DealDash.com.
I got this $1,200 computer for $100.71.
These aren't actors, they're real people who got real savings at DealDash.com, the fair and honest bidding site.
On Deal Dash, I got this $349 mixer for less than $25.
iPads sell for as little as $5, laptops for $10, and professional cameras for as little as $20.
I won this iPhone for $8.48 at DealDash.com.
I got all this for less than $50 on DealDash.com.
Try Deal Dash today. If you don't win, get your money back, but hurry, everything must go. Go to DealDash.com now to start bidding.
In my first 4 months on Deal Dash, I won 104 auctions.
And shipping is always free.
Visit DealDash.com and start bidding today.
Nobody in their right mind would want this to happen. You've got a leader who is both spoiled and reckless. Spoiled and reckless is not a unique thing to find in the world today, but it is unique with somebody who has control of what may now be hydrogen weapons as well as nuclear weapons.
That's Missouri Senator Roy Blunt responding to North Korea's claim that it tested a hydrogen bomb, which would be its most dangerous nuclear weapon to date. A senior intelligence official telling Fox News, quote, "We're highly confident that this was a test of an advanced nuclear device, and what we've seen so far is not a nuclear weapon to date." A senior intelligence official telling Fox News, quote, "We're highly confident that this was a test of an advanced nuclear device, and what we've seen so far." Expert with the MIT Security Studies program
is throw your ally under the bus, use the A word, appeaser, and blame them. I mean, listen, we need to be, as President Trump rightly did in that phone call that you referenced to the Japanese President Abe, we should be calling and reassuring the South Korean president, our partner, not U.S.-South Korean alliance if we're going to get through this problem. There's no appointee yet to be confirmed. And given all that's happening on the peninsula right now, we really need a U.S. ambassador who can represent President Trump in Seoul.
Speaking of ambassadors, I spoke with Ambassador John Bolton earlier on one of our newscasts earlier today about the ramifications and consequences of exercising a military option against
In supporting the use of military force, and he's not shy in this case. And it's precisely because I fear dead Americans that I would be very cautious about a military approach. The same thing that our military leaders have repeatedly said. Why? There are 30,000 Americans and their families living near Seoul. They would immediately be put at risk. There are an additional 50,000 Americans, troops, servicemen, servicewomen in Japan. And if this thing were to escalate, and God forbid a military strike led to the actual use of a nuclear weapon, then the U.S. itself might be at risk. So I think it's because I care about Americans that I don't want to do something that might begin to spiral out of control when we have a very young person sitting in Pyongyang who's at the center of this.
Yeah, and, you know, Jim, intelligence, international security, military and diplomacy.